When I started this channel, the biggest thing that was pushing me towards looking to do something like this was, my son he's 15 now, and I've had the channel for roughly 10 years. But there was another channel that started about the same time, and as I was watching it, I'm like, wow, that's really cool. I really want to do it like that. It just had the production value, the proper topics that I was interested in talking about. And every time one of their shows would drop, I was excited about it. They had a really cool intro, music, and a really, really good production value. You know, the kind of stuff that a lot of these YouTube algorithms are like, oh, you don't want to have a song when you start, or you're trying to go away from what a TV show was. But if we're looking to do like retro toys and we're talking about nostalgia, then I would say that using the tropes that we're used to in movies and in videos is a great inclusion into those productions. And they would have a toy line, and the toy lines were all supported by cartoons, especially during the 80s. So when they would be talking about a subject, they would always have two parts. One part would be talking about the cartoon that was supporting the show, and then they would go into, a cartoon that was supporting the toy, and then they would go into the toy. So there would always be like a two-pronged piece of just 80s pop culture nostalgia that I would always look forward to as a fan of this channel. I think I was one of the first 1,000 subs, and they're over 100,000 now. And there are bigger channels out there, but I feel like this channel operates with tremendous integrity, and just there's no better word. I can't get out my thesaurus to come out with a better word consistently than integrity. They say what they mean, and they do what they say, and they don't pick a hill to die on for the different subjects that are going on. If they're right, they'll die on every hill, and they'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. So I have since become a friend of the main person of the channel. The channel is, by the way, Retroblasting. Great channel. Like I said, I think they're in their 10th year as well. They came out a little bit before me, and they had some success right out of the box. And I think I was, like I said, one of the first 1,000 subs on there, and it was just like, wow, this is so cool. This is what I want to do. But he was way ahead of me, and still is way ahead of me on production value. Although I have a couple of videos in my arsenal that I was like totally trying to copy that style with. So I owe a lot of my inspiration to just what's going on in that channel, to be honest. So if anybody is watching this and they've never checked out Retroblasting, you have to give it a look. I don't know that my little platform is going to do too much for sending subs over their way, but I had an interaction with and had become friends with the main owner, because it's at this point, Retroblasting has grown to the level to where there's several contributors, but the main contributor has always been a guy named Michael French, and just a solid guy. And like I said, he'll die on every hill. He'll die on every hill if it's the right thing. And he was just playing a video game that he wasn't too stoked about, and says, "Hey, I don't really like this. Anybody got a PS5 and care for these games?" I was like, "Yes, I'll take it." And he's like, "Sure, cool. I'll send it to you." And like a huge platform, a lot bigger channel. So I was like, oh, he is Vigo. I am the buzzing of flies to him. So I didn't think that anything might come of it. But sure enough, like, he even DM'd me and said, "Yeah, man, I've even got another game that it's very similar to that game. I'm not really feeling it too much either. It's for PS4, not PS5. So if you're interested in that, I'll send it too." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." I don't get a chance to play video games as much as I did before, but one of the original contributors to this show, my son Miles, spoiler alert, he is all about video games, and he eventually got too cool to want to show up on the show anymore, but he's all about the gaming world. So just this last week, the 2 games came in, Elden Ring and Sekiro, both just in the mail, no charge to me, from, a tremendous inspiration to me and my channel. So I was really stoked to get these. Thanks a lot, Michael. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to keep you posted on how much entertainment and fun my son is having from these. So, Collection Connection salutes you. And I thank you so much for thinking about us and our little channel here, and being your friend to us and sending these games out. I appreciate it, and my son does too. And I'm going to see you. Whether or not you see me, I'll see you every time I get a notification for your channel. Thanks a lot.